this video, I will be sharing my 9-month update. I didn't do an 8-month, but this is my 9-month, and I'll be sharing what has changed, what I'm doing different. If you've been with me a while, I've been doing keto carnivore since August of 2022. And I have gone to keto, to carnivore, to more strict keto. I've kind of gone back and forth, but for the most part, it's been carnivore and for sure animal based. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Brenda. And if you are following my journey and you've been on this boat with me, welcome back. I'm so excited to share what's been going on and what I've done differently. There is one thing that has me a little just surprised, and I will talk about that at the end. So stick with me. All right, so the number one thing I want to talk about and share, which I do talk about in my other videos, is my chronic pain. I've been dealing with chronic pain half my life with migraines. Migraines I've been dealing with since I was very young, and chronic pain, hip and back, since I've had my children. They are now in their 20s. So yeah, it's been quite the journey with my back pain. But during the month of, I believe it was May and part of April, we moved. We were in the process of moving, packing, lifting. You know the drill on that. And I believed I got a flare up with back, my hips, migraines, all of it. It was hitting me all at once. It was hard for me to even think about making a video. It was just trying to get settled in. I was just really overwhelmed. I have felt much better since. Things have calmed down. Maybe it was stress. Who knows? But nonetheless, I feel good now. I feel like things are back to normal. And my hip, it's never at zero, my hip and back pain, I will say. So it's probably about a 2. Sometimes it feels like it's a 1. And I thank the man above for those days. Let me tell you, it's been quite the journey. Okay, and as far as rash goes, I've talked about me having rash around my arms, just different parts of my body. I don't know if it was things I was eating, trying to eliminate. You know, your body can go through, I guess, like a shock or withdrawal, but that has since gone away. I'm not dealing with that anymore, thank goodness. Okay, and as far as energy goes, energy is there. I feel good. And the funny thing about it is, I find myself needing less sleep, but the same energy. So I don't know if that's something anybody else has dealt with, where you just need less sleep, but things are good in that front. I mean, sometimes I still deal with, you know, waking up at 2 or 3 in the morning and going back to sleep. But the main thing is, I do not feel sleep deprived. I feel great, and I'll just continue doing what I'm doing. And acne, I have not had any more acne. I did break out a few times during that whole flare up situation. Same places. So to me, my hormones were probably out of whack with all the stress, but it has gone away and it hasn't come back. So hormones and stress, I believe, play a major role in that. It just seemed like everything was going on the wonky side during this whole move and packing and getting set up for work. So hormones are a big one. Okay, and as far as eating goes, I still eat 2 meals a day. I eat during lunch anywhere between 11 and noon, 12:30, and I'll have my dinner. So just those 2 meals. However, I do have coffee in the morning after my fast. I am fasting, and I'll talk about that in a minute. I am fasting, so as soon as I break my fast, I break it with my coffee and then again my meals later. And one thing I am doing is listening to my body when I'm hungry. If after I have my coffee, I'm not hungry until lunch or even after lunch, I'm just going to eat when my body is telling me I'm hungry. However, if I'm in between meals, lunch and dinner, I'm not going to have anything in between those meals because I know I'm going to have my next meal. Because I find if I snack somewhere in the middle, it's going to throw off my hunger for dinner. And I don't want to eat late past a certain time because with me, if I eat later than normal, because I do go to bed early, I have to wake up early for work. I don't want to have that food digesting because it'll keep me up. And that's not what I'm trying to do. I do not want to be up. I want to sleep good. So, with the intermittent fasting, I am not strict with the intermittent fasting. I'm not following, oh, I'm only doing 16, hours on fasting. I'm not doing anything like that. First of all, I'm only fasting anywhere from 5 days out of the week. I don't want to make it habitual for my body because anytime you're doing something, the same thing every day, your body gets used to that. So you want to kind of keep it confused. You want to, throw it for a loop every now and then. So I will intermittent fast 4 to 5 days a week. And even with that, I will fast anywhere from 12 hours to 16 hours. Some days I'll do 15 hours, some days 16, whatever I'm feeling in that fast. If I feel like, I'm feeling not so good, I'm going to have my coffee already. I'm going to do it because I'm a migrainer and I do not want to trigger a migraine. And another thing that I've started, this is new, I've started is walking. If you're not following me on Instagram, I do post about it on Instagram. Go follow me there. And I do post a lot on Instagram what I'm eating. I do reels about what I eat in a day. I do it on here too, but on that platform I do post more often. So you might want to follow me there. I am walking minimum 5 days out of the week, minimum of 30 minutes every day. So far, I've been doing about 45 minutes. That equates to my pace about 2.1 miles or even 2 miles. So I'm not dead set on, walking 2 miles, but I am dead set on getting at least 30 minutes of a brisk walk. Nothing crazy, nothing, unusual. But if you are walking for health, for weight loss, or whatever, let me know in the comments. I'm curious to know how many walkers are on here. And I feel good. I feel after my walk, I feel great. It's also good for my psyche. I feel like, you know what? I'm doing some form of exercise. I'm not going to do anything crazy or like anything just too hard impact because I do have back issues. And walking is a good form of exercise. I've done so much reading about it. It is so good for you in so many ways. So if you're on the fence about it and you want to start with me. You're only, a week behind me. We can all start walking together and talk about it. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. While I'm out there, I either listen to YouTube videos or podcasts about carnivore. And yeah, I really enjoy it. All right. And the last one I want to talk about, which is a surprising situation for me, is butter. Did y'all gain weight eating butter? Let me tell you, I was incorporating more butter. I keep looking outside. I have my windows here and it's getting dark. It looks like we're going to have more rain. We've had so much rain here, it's crazy. And I live near Houston, so it is crazy. I gained 3 pounds when I started incorporating more butter. And I'm talking, I was putting butter in my coffee. I was eating butter on my steaks. I was eating butter on the side. Anywhere, anytime I ate, there was butter involved. And I even have pictures. And I started feeling, I work from home, so I usually wear either lounge pants or just my Nike workout shorts. And we were going somewhere over the weekend. I put on my jeans and I noticed they were snug. And I thought, because I don't weigh myself all the time, but I knew I felt different just in clothing and the way those jeans fit. Something was wrong. And not wrong, but I gained weight and I didn't understand why. What was I doing different? I'm not eating carbs, I'm doing carnivore. What is going on? Well, I think it was all that extra butter. Have y'all experienced that? I mean, let me know in the comments. So I decided to cut it out. And I'm not talking where I need fat. I still cook it in my eggs, but I cut it out of my coffee. I cut it everywhere I was putting it. So basically, when I make my eggs, that's where butter goes. Other than that, I'm not eating it. And wouldn't you know, I lost about 2.5 pounds in a week. Guys, I don't know. I don't know. There's so many people that talk about all the butter they eat. I mean, sticks of butter. I can't do it. I can't do it. And it's not about weight loss, it's how I feel. But at the same time, if I'm gaining weight, I don't want to gain weight. I feel good where I'm at. I mean, really, you have to be honest. Who wants to gain weight? So I decided to just cut it out in excess where I was having it. And I feel fine. And I'm not against butter. Don't take that the wrong way. I'm not against it. But I guess some body types will put on the weight. And, I don't want to start this calories in, calories out situation. I don't want to get into that. But you got to do what works. And it was not working for me to be adding all that butter. So if you've experienced this or you have comments about it, let me know, please, because I was pretty surprised. I guess only a certain amount of butter my body's going to accept. The rest, it's going to latch onto it. All right, if you haven't already, please subscribe. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel grow. I've loved all my new subscribers, and I like when y'all comment and talk. It makes me feel great. All right, I will see you in my next one.